if you're like me, you probably want to stay healthy and get jacked without sacrificing a kidney or buying steroids. Well, let me show you how in this video. So the first step you want to make towards being as healthy as possible and getting jacked is cutting out processed foods. Now, I won't lie. Sometimes a cheeky kebab or a HSP, it does go pretty hard. And I can't lie, I'm guilty of it myself. But other than that, I have 0 processed foods in my diet. Now, why is it important to actually cut out processed foods in your diet? So, why are processed foods so bad for you? Well, it's because of 3 things. It's the sugar, the sodium, and the fat that's in them. You see, they put a fuck ton of sugar in them to preserve the actual foods. Not only that, it's not the good type of sugar your body needs. Secondly, the sodium. The sodium in it is so high that it's toxic to your body and you don't even taste it, which is the bad part. So you go ahead and put more salt on your meals. Now, the fat. So there's actually a very big difference between good fats and bad fats. Think of avocados and then seed oils. There's a different type in fat that your body is actually accumulating. There's fats that your body uses as energy, and then there's fat that your body stores as blubber. Now that's the fat you don't want. So what's the second step to staying healthy and looking like a Greek god? Well, you guessed it, it's exercising daily. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean you need to go and smash out a gym session every day like I do. You can go on a walk, a 20-minute stretch, a small jog. If you play a sport like football or basketball or netball, just doing some extra practice is really easy for you. Something you can easily do, which will count as exercise every day. Now, if you actually do want to get jacked, you need to get in the gym. You need to work on the muscle groups that you lack. You need to devise a strategy and a plan to actually, or a workout plan. You need to devise a workout plan and a routine, which is going to actually get you jacked over a long period of time. So, in terms of eating food, what do you need to do? Well, there's certain standards you have to hit. One of them is your protein standard. So you want to eat a minimum of 1 gram of protein per 1 kilo of body weight. Now, you can obviously eat more to put on more weight and absorb more muscle mass, but that's totally up to your diet and the way you meal prep. So how do you actually go about eating? Well, if you want to stay jacked, you want to stay focused to be able to kill the day, to be able to get things done when you need to, you want to immediate fast in the morning. You see, your body is still metabolizing last night's meal and it needs some time to actually focus on what you're doing now. What I personally do is I usually fast through breakfast and eat around 11 p.m. to lunchtime. Why? This allows me to actually eat when I'm hungry, have a clear mind to do other things in my life. This keeps you focused and it also boosts your testosterone, giving your brain the stimuli to only be rewarded when you eat. Now, the next thing you need to do is pretty crucial. So the next thing you want to do in order to boost your gains and get that Greek god physique is work out to failure when you can. Now, if you're in the gym, you want to be working out till failure, until your muscles and hands literally give out. That's why it's important to have a spotter, but it's also more important because it pushes your own identity and your own brain into wanting to push more. It pushes yourself into the hard work and the grind, which is gonna only make the process of progress all that much better. Now, working out to failure can be dangerous if it's not done properly. If you're not properly hydrated, if you haven't properly slept, if you haven't properly eaten, you can faint, you can dehydrate, and you can have poor form, which actually fucks you more in the future. So, what's the next step to looking like a Greek god and being healthy as fuck? You want to be eating high protein meals. Now, it doesn't really matter what else is in your meal, as long as it's not processed and it has lots of protein in it. It's pretty much all you need to know in order to get gains, get looking like a Greek god like Chris Hemsworth in Thor, whoever you're trying to idolize and look up to. My personal one was Bucky. I wanted to look like a killing machine. So that was my personal physical fitness goals, and that's what I've been working towards over the last 3 years. Now, one thing you do want to keep in mind is that this is a journey. You're not going to get jacked tomorrow. You're not going to get jacked in 3 months. You're not going to get jacked in 45 days with the new ab workout routine. You have to make a decision to commit to your fitness goals. Now, once you make this, you have to understand it's not going to happen straight away. You're going to take time to build a body of your dreams, and you're going to have fun while doing it. You can't take this all too seriously. So that leads on to my next point, which is you have to cheat. You have to have cheat meals here and there. You can't be a robot. You're not Arnold Schwarzenegger in Terminator. You're not just going to walk around looking like, look, you're not perfect. No, nobody is. So you do have to have your cheat meals here and there. Now, it's always rewarding to know that no matter how much you cheat, no matter how many cookies you have on Christmas, how many cinnamon buns you stuff under your stomach, it doesn't matter as long as you're in the gym the next day, keeping a consistent workout regimen, whether that's 6 days a week, no excuses, 4 days a week, no excuses. As long as you've got that routine and you're continuing that, having a cheat meal once a week, once a month, it's not going to kill you, and it actually gives you the urge to keep going and enjoy what you like in life. Now, that was just a quick tip on how to stay healthy and be jacked as fuck. If you want to learn more about my story on how I got jacked, how I turned into the physique I had from being a scrawny kid, like this video, comment down below what you'd like to learn, and I'll provide it in another video in the future. Otherwise, if you like this content, make sure to subscribe and check out other videos down below.